What is going on with the Ethereum price right now might shock you guys, because we have seen a push down towards the bottom side of this rising wedge pattern, which we looked at just the other day. I said that we would potentially be expecting to push lower, but I did say that we would expect to have a double top at least first before we saw any lower push down. Notice we saw a falling channel pattern being put in here. We've then broken towards the upside, and right now I think we're about to see another push in the upwards direction, but that will be very short-lived, guys, because I think we're going to form a W pattern, and that's going to bring us back into this zone here. And what I talked about the other day was this potential double top happening and rolling back down to around the $1,300 to $1,400 level. Now, I obviously might be wrong. I know it can happen from time to time, and if that does happen, guys, then maybe we could well see a bounce like this and a push towards the upside. But bearing in mind, I want you to think about how quickly and how aggressively we've been moving up and out of this pattern for the last couple of weeks. Ever since back on the last time around here, 13th of July, we went all the way up 76%. We only sat 65% up of where we were the other day, which to me does signal that we are potentially going to see a cool off. Many other signs are pointing to that. This is a bearish pattern, and this pattern in Forex doesn't often play out, but in crypto, TA more often than not does play out. Got a very strong supply zone here, which is also in line with the previous low here. Previous lines of support then become resistance. Right now, I think we're going to be bouncing into there. Technical target for this pattern, technical target for the W pattern, and it would make sense that we would roll out of that. Now, it's important to work out where we think that's going to take us. We have got this solid demand zone through here. Now, if we are able to sort of sustain ourselves and find support in this demand zone, then we will be bouncing, and at that point is when I think we're going to be entering our crypto bull run. But if we're unable to sustain ourselves at this level, then the next one down is where we were previously looking at our lows here. Now, how do we know whether we're going to continue lower? Well, it's very difficult to tell until we see how it interacts with these zones. Now, it wouldn't make sense that we would be able to hold this one, because as well as that demand zone, we've also got this line of support, and what that line of support denotes is this. Jumping out to the daily pattern, guys, you can see that that yellow line is the lower line of support for this previous falling wedge. We have had a fake out towards the downside, but we've broken back in. It would make sense to have perhaps like a nice little dip like this, which would form a shoulder, a head, and another shoulder. Ultimately, guys, that would then signal that we're going to be breaking beyond this line. Once we're breaking beyond that line, we'll be moving back into this red zone. The previous line of resistance would be then flipped into support. I think we'll then have a shot towards around the $3,500 level. I've heard various people now starting saying that Ethereum is undervalued. Expect it to be traveling up higher. Yes, I kind of agree that it is undervalued, but I want you to consider who is telling you that it's undervalued when you've got exchanges, banks, and other people telling you that crypto is undervalued. Be extremely cautious, guys, because they're trying to get you to buy the market. Why are they trying to get you to buy the market? Maybe because they want to push the price up, but more often than not because they want someone to sell the market to without collapsing the price too much. They're encouraging you into the market with all of this kind of hopium right now. They're likely going to sell off the market to people who are going to get impatient and buy that top. Be patient. Wait. I'm pretty confident we're going to come back down for another bite of the cherry. If you missed out on buying the other day because maybe you didn't have the cash available, or maybe you just didn't have the time, then now potentially you got another shot buying around $1,000, maybe $1,300, depending on whether or not we're going to hold that initial zone through here. Holding this initial zone through here is great news. If we're able to continue holding, then maybe we won't be breaking down towards lower levels. But bear in mind, it could well happen. My price prediction is between around $1,300 and around $1,400. And yes, that is a broad bracket, guys, but if anyone's giving you a particular value to the dollar, then avoid those basically because they're pretty much guesstimating where it's going to end up. Doesn't really work quite exactly like that. You're going to see potentially a bit of a sell-off. It's going to suck up a few stop losses on people's accounts. It's going to add to the sell orders. You're going to see a further drop, and then it potentially will bounce into buy orders sat at around $1,300 to $1,400. We're going to see a nice upside bounce at that point. So if you're holding Ethereum, great. If you're wanting to buy Ethereum, then obviously great. Potentially you got good discounts now and potentially discounts coming in the future. Bearing in mind that we have seen $4,800 before for the Ethereum price, and we're currently 186% below that. And if you're holding Ethereum and Bitcoin anyway, guys, you might as well earn a passive income on that through Swissborg. A link down in the description. I'm going to be honest, if you click on that link, you get a bonus, I get a bonus, everybody's happy. But it's a great way for you to be able to earn a passive income on your cryptocurrency, paid every day. Absolute no-brainer, guys. Some great deals, some great prices, all very handy through this very nice app. It's regulated in Switzerland, Estonia, France, various other places, so it's a bit of a no-brainer that you should be buying crypto and trading it through Swissborg. Absolutely ideal, guys. Make sure you get over to check out that link down below in the description. If you enjoyed today's quick Ethereum update, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Thanks very much for doing that. And if you're new to the channel, you want to learn more about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and other cryptos, then subscribe to be kept up to date with all of the latest happening. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.